let's talk about the kids.
So we start at the very beginning. The way the whole
Wait, are you saying you want to start at the beginning?
like just how they just the storyline
Like the premise.
it was like it's like a
And what
Jesus,
time is this in?
but it's like a Jesus story, but it involves 43 people.
But what time? I thought it was like back in like the 50s or something, like
No.
at first.
Further, I was thinking 1800s.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like a long time
Because the
ago.
way they like ringing and
I was thinking it was like a long time ago.
yeah.
Next thing you know, okay, so here's the premise. For all those who haven't seen it, go watch it. But on a certain day at midnight, there were 43 people born. Right? Hold on one second. Right?
43 people born.
At the exact same
At the
time,
exact
which is
same
midnight
time.
on a certain day.
Yeah.
Right. But is that normal? Like, on any given time, is there? I know there's people being born at any given time, right?
But the way they make it look bizarre and weird was, for instance, the girl at the pool.
That's right. That's right.
Like
43 people were born at the exact same time that
Never.
weren't pregnant.
weren't even
That weren't pregnant. I can't say they had sex or not.
Like they even showed the
but they
one
were
girl.
never pregnant.
The one girl was a virgin.
This girl. I mean, that's besides the point. I don't know if she was a virgin.
Well, didn't she kiss?
But I know she wasn't pregnant.
She kissed the boy on the
I know
cheek.
she wasn't pregnant because she was
at the pool.
flirting with this kid. She jumps in the pool, not pregnant, and then gives birth in the pool. It's like, wait,
Like literally
what?
Kissed the kid on the cheek, jumps in the pool, and comes out pregnant. I'm like,
Yeah. So, 43 people, 43 incidents like that happened where there was no pregnancy, and then all of a sudden, boom, birth, right? Next thing you know, there's this like super rich, like dude, creepy kind of rich guy that goes to every one of those people or families and tries to buy their children, right?
now this guy is like, he is extremely rich.
He's like the Michael Jackson of that time.
And the reason why I say he's extremely rich, because during the time when he was doing this, how does he even know?
I think he knew.
You have to have a lot of money
so that dude
during
knows
those
things.
times to know
That dude
where to go.
But that dude knows things.
But how?
I don't want to get into it too much because
Because
I think that guy has more knowledge than the normal person, and I don't think it's not tied to his wealth. I think it's tied to just his studies and what he
Like his
does.
prediction, and then he's like doing he's like calculating
Because he
all
knew
stuff.
that. Well, I'll get into that. But so he, out of those 43 people that he contacted, he was able, which is weird, he was able to convince 7 of the families to sell their children to him.
So I think the 7 that he had, the way I want to say the way that they came, they were birthed. Like it was just
That was a part of it.
it was just so bizarre.
Yeah.
That
I can see what you're saying.
they didn't want him.
I can see what you're saying.
You know?
Like, if for some instance someone carried that baby for 9 months, it'd be different than I wasn't pregnant, now I have a baby.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
you
I
know.
didn't have sex. What the hell? Like, I can see it.
Like
Okay.
a mother and a.
He should have got more than. He should have got more.
I was
Instead.
43.
Yeah.
Like, then I don't know.
Why didn't he?
I think that's a good ratio. Like
Why?
7.
Why didn't he ever go to that bad dude's family? They were born in he was born at the same time they were. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So, because he tells him when he's a kid, flashback. Anyway. So, this philanthropist or this like, is that how you say philanthropist?
But
this rich dude.
But he was more than that. Like you said, like he had to calculate certain things.
This mysterious guy. Well, this is why I realized that he wasn't just a regular rich guy, right? He has a servant that is a chimpanzee. But this servant is like, he was one of my favorite characters. He was pretty sweet. He was like a person. Like he made that guy, right?
He was like what that means.
He was like Alfred
like
he was Alfred, but he was a chimpanzee. So he had to be made that way somehow, right? So like, this guy was into more than just being rich, or he got his wealth from something else. Then it just wasn't like I'm rich.
I'm thinking this guy, this chimpanzee was one of his like things that he thought was gonna be big.
So is the dad a good guy?
No, hell no, by far no.
Well, he has to be.
I think what he wanted to do
was good.
I'm not sure because there's that one thing where the little kid comes up and he tells the little kid to get out of here.
Yeah.
The boy.
Yeah. But why wouldn't you? I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But he straight up tells him, he's like, you will never be But it's like...
I mean, but his intentions, I thought were good because he was...
But he took it to a level where it was...
Yeah, he was dick. He was a dick.
He was a dick, yeah.
But, so he bought these kids, these 7 children, raised them, but not like raised them. He just had them. They grew in his presence, pretty much. Because like when I think of raised, I think he's like mentoring.
Yeah, you give him a name. You don't call him 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're right. These kids. Number 5. What do you do? Like that's what he called them numbers.
Number
still.
5.
Even when there was only one guy left, he would still call him number 1 because that was number 1 at the time, or number 1. And he would still call him number 1. He's like, and the number 1 even looks at him and goes, "You don't have to call me. I'm the only one left. You don't have to call me by my number anymore." Which proved to me that he wasn't calling them by their number because that's how he remembered them. He was calling them because that's how he... But he
Which leads me to another thing. Like, why was number 1 number 1? Because
he must have been the first one. He was the first one.
But his strength was... There were other ones
I don't know, man. He was strong, dude.
Yeah, but like... I think
so
strength
let's talk about the numbers. Number 1 was just strong, right?
Yeah.
Number 1 was just strong. Okay.
They were all the same age?
They have to be the same age. They were born in the same...
They look so fucking different.
No, I think they could all be around the same age. I think they could be the same age. Number 1 had strength, right? Luther. Mm-hmm. Number 2.
Number 2 was...
I don't remember.
The Mexican dude.
Oh, number 2 was Diego.
Diego.
And he threw his knives, right? Which kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because throughout the whole first season, he only threw like 5 knives.
Did he? Was his super? Was
just
accuracy?
Knives? Well, no, he could bend those bitches. You seen him like, and it went around the corner like and trapped them. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, right? But if my superpower was knives, and I can go around the corner and hit things like that I wanted to, dude, wouldn't I just always be covered in knives and just fucking throwing them for no reason? Like, dude, this Diego only threw like 4 knives, 5 knives the whole first season. Yeah. Well, in the last episode he threw a lot.
And they showed him like putting knives away or getting.
Yeah, but come on. Anytime something bad happened, I'd be like, I have knives.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready.
I would have been like old dude from Desperado.
Desperado, yeah.
I would have been like, what's his name? Yeah, all them knives, man, just everywhere.
He was badass with the tattoo on his chest and the vest with the knives in it.
I was like, that shit.
Yeah. And then you have number 3.
Be like Machete.
I don't know them by their numbers except for 5, 1, and 7. That's the only ones I know by numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop using their numbers because I'll get it wrong. So you had Luther already. You had Diego. Then you had this is the one I don't understand either. The famous one.
Yeah. So she could manipulate by starting her sending it off by saying you.
I heard a rumor. Have you heard the rumor or something about like she can manipulate people through her voice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She only did it a couple times, and she had like this side story about her daughter. But she was like manipulating her daughter and like.
But what I don't understand is, they showed like she manipulated her daughter and her husband was there and saw it and he was mad. Well, why the fuck did he know?
Because she probably told him.
Yeah, she could have whispered in his ear and be like, hey, I heard a rumor.
Right. That's the problem too. I heard a rumor. You've seen nothing.
Because the thing is, like, after he saw her do that, like, why didn't she just go chase after him and be like, hey,
I had a rumor that
so did he run out the house?
This is my problem. No, he didn't, but she didn't use it. My problem is and maybe this is just me, but if I had that power, I'd be abusing the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be abusing this shit. Rumor is you want to hire me for this job. Rumor is you just want to give me money. Rumor is you want to... Like, I'd be abusing it, and maybe that's the point. Maybe I wouldn't be good with that. But
I mean, but what was fucked up, and this is the spoiler. But what she did to number 7.
She took her, yeah, but she didn't know. She was a little kid. Like, you can't be held responsible for things you did when you were a kid, and because you were manipulated by the dad.
But he had to do it
over and over. You know what's really fucked up is, spoiler alert, when 7 took her voice, what the fuck does she have now? Like, she could fight.
Did she? Well, at the moment.
At the moment.
But I'm thinking...
For right now, no voice, no power.
Yeah. And so... in such precision, because I thought she killed her.
Oh, me too. Do you think she didn't kill her on purpose? Like, it was a...
I don't know, but she was so angry.
Back?
She was so angry, but she still with precision.
So she still had...
But she thought she killed her.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was just a good... it was luck that she didn't kill her. I don't think she did it purposely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she meant...
I'm gonna cut your vocal...
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut your vocals, but I'm not gonna hurt your carotid. Like, I don't... I think she just got lucky there.
That was crazy.
I thought she was dead. I was
like... I got to the point where, like... And I love how they did this through the first season. Like, I felt so bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started to realize her powers and stuff, and what the professor... What do you call him? Professor or scientist, whatever?
Dad.
What the dad... was actually trying to do, and what he realized she was, I'm like, yeah, because she is something else. Especially...
Yeah, but don't you think that he could have... I mean, there's fucking Superman, right? Superman could destroy the world in one, like, whatever he wants to do. But the way he was raised and brought up, blah, 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 do you think that this could have been a good thing, like, if he would have done it right? He just didn't do it right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because
there are superheroes with so much power.
Hence why I like the movie that they came out with.
That Little Bad Kid. I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, so you gotta watch that.
So one thing though is that oh shoot, I was gonna go with this. Oh, I was upset when it came out that she was the reason for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I wanted more of a storyline, like all of a sudden, boom, she's a savior. Like, she's like, oh my gosh, she has powers, and she's the one that helps him overcome the bad guy, or whoever the bad guy is going to be. Much like, remember that show, Heroes, back in the day?
I love that show.
Remember that the brother?
Yeah, he ended up
He had no powers, or didn't know how to, and then all of a sudden, boom, now he's like the most powerful one.
Yeah, and
because I think he could take people's powers.
He
can,
and he became dangerous.
So powerful, but good.
I didn't like his eyebrows.
I didn't like that he always has that little thing in his lip. Looks like Rocky. Like
little Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.